some of the philosophy of Mystic is very simple. Nothing is fancy, and we like it very humble, but clean and comfortable, but not fancy at all. I don't think man could create anything that can compete with what nature does right here. So the focus is really on keeping the man-made stuff as simple as possible and allowing people to really look at the nature and the beauty of what the mound and how the minerals come out, what is created here. The mound is one of the most incredible places on Earth because it has been continuously growing for millions of years. As the water cools, the minerals come out and form layers of rock. And it's been doing that continuously for millions of years. And it's created this mound of minerals that goes for a mile across, a couple hundred yards wide and a couple 100 foot thick. All been built up just a molecule at a time. It's kind of like the rings of a tree, except here it's not every year we get a ring, but maybe every day or sometimes every few hours. You know, the Western culture seems to value everything that is new and shiny and bright, and bigger, stronger. And for me, that's not where I find beauty at all. I find beauty in simple things. I find far more beauty in nature and things that are not really finished. Things that are moving towards being finished, or things that are showing their age. To me, looking at this mound, when I got here 8 years ago, this didn't exist here. It's been built up just of the minerals that have come out of the water. And it's constantly changing. Things are growing over time. And it's funny because even when you think something's new and done, it's never really done for very long. You bring your new car home, it seems like it gets a scratch even before anybody touches it. You know, it's moving away from being done, or something's moving towards being finished. But things don't stay done for very long. The Japanese have a way of looking at life, and they value certain things that are simple, kind of a perfect poverty. A term they call WabiSabi. It's a Zen kind of philosophy. That beauty is in those things that are rough, almost grotesque at times. Kind of, it hides the beauty. You have to look deeper to find it. And I think that's a little bit of what I set up here at Mystic Hot Springs. We're in the middle of Utah. It's a very conservative area, very religious, and we're hippies, you know. We would be probably more at home in Northern California or Garberville or Boulder, Colorado or Asheville or something like that. But these hot springs don't exist in Asheville. They don't exist in Boulder. They exist right here in Utah, right in the middle of all this stuff. And so, for whatever reason, I'm here because they're here. And I think it's an amazing and beautiful place. And I think it needs to be protected. I think there's all kinds of forces that would like to see it go different directions. But I believe that keeping it simple, keeping it accessible to different people, you know, not making it too expensive so it doesn't become an elite resort, but so it's open to everybody. You know, we have some rules here. There's no alcohol, there's no nudity, there's no glass, and it's only $5 a person to soak. Our concert's only $5 a person to come in, and it's only an extra $5 a person to camp. So that's pretty affordable. A lot of times it's less than a movie would cost you. So that's what it's about for me. From the farmer, family, handicap to hippies. I want everybody to feel welcome and feel safe while they're here at Mystic Hot Springs.
Well, while we talked about the dye thing.
A lot of what I do here is recycle and reuse old stuff. Some of the cabins are from 1865 and they're priceless. And people just want to throw this stuff away. It's junk to them. But it's not junk to me. Like I say, I couldn't even begin to put a price on this stuff. You know, they say if the walls could talk. Well, I know some of the stories, but stuff that's been around for 140 years has a lot more stories than what people remember, for sure. So I just feel blessed and lucky to be able to save these old buildings for future generations. And I try and use all recycled materials to reconstruct these old cabins, make them look like they've been here for a long time. But in fact, I just moved them in. But the idea is, you know, if you come here for a festival or a concert and get to sit outside, maybe see a meteor shower, and look at my tropical fish ponds, check out the amazing African cichlids and koi, and just remember why you're alive. You know, what is really important to you? What is it that makes you happy? Not what people tell you make you happy, but what is it that really makes you happy? You know, for me, when the jam's going and I actually forget I'm at a show and I'm just part of everything. No drugs, no alcohol. To me, that's what it's all about. It's about just being one, being in the moment, and being part of something special that's being created in that moment. You know, a lot of times I question what is important in this world, and is it the stuff? More stuff, bigger car, bigger house? Is that what's going to make me happy? Or for me, it's just about the simple things. I just love being here in this valley at Mystic Hot Springs. It's just a great, beautiful place to hang out. And I'm also able to do all my artwork here. I do glass blowing and build these old cabins, and you know, we've had about 300 bands come in the last 5 years, and we've really just had a great time. You know, we had everybody from Leftover Salmon and Dark Star Orchestra and geez, a whole bunch more, Acoustic Hookah, Acoustic Syndicate, and just an amazing array of talent that goes all the way from jazz to bluegrass and psychedelic rock and everything in between. I got kind of frustrated because we're out in the middle of nowhere and not a lot of people would come to our shows. And so I used to be a video producer, and I thought, you know, I don't really have any money, but maybe I could find some old gear and we could put something together and show people what a great time and what a great talent there is in the market that they never see. So we're just starting out. Videos are a little rough, but I think it'll give you an idea what the future will be here at Mystic Hot Springs, and I hope you enjoy the show, or series of shows. We're able to squeeze about, probably 10, maybe even 12 bands on this DVD, the first one. We shot about 20. The studio's about 90% complete. We're using old stuff. Some of it came out of garbage cans, dumpsters, from about 1985. But it still seems to work pretty good. And I think it's more the content than it is the technical expert, you know, precision of everything. We just want to get the bands on disc, and for me it's a lot more fun to watch than it is just to listen. So I hope you like it.